She walks into the room and you immediately scan her. Hair, body, clothes, confidence. Within seconds, you've decided if she's a threat. You smile, you're polite, but underneath, there's a calculation happening, a comparison, a competition you didn't consciously enter, but can't seem to exit. This is the war between women. And today, we're going to talk about what nobody wants to admit. Before you click away thinking this is about tearing women down, stay with me. This is about understanding why female friendships can feel so complicated. Why women's spaces sometimes feel competitive instead of supportive. Why girl power and women supporting women coexist with judgment, comparison, and subtle sabotage. Because you can't fix what you won't acknowledge. The evolutionary wiring. Let's start with an uncomfortable truth. Female competition is biological. For thousands of years, women competed for resources, protection, and mates. The woman who secured the best partner had better survival odds for herself and her children. This competition wasn't physical like men's. It was social. Reputation, alliances, perceived value. Your social standing determined your survival. So women evolved to be hyper-aware of other women, to assess threats, to monitor status, to notice who's rising and who's falling in the social hierarchy. Modern society changed, but your brain didn't. You're still running ancient software in a modern world. That woman across the room isn't competing for the same cave or hunting partner, but your nervous system doesn't know that. It sees potential threat. And the assessment begins, the scarcity mindset. Here's where it gets darker. Women are taught implicitly and explicitly that there's only so much success, beauty, attention, and value to go around, especially in male-dominated spaces. There's one spot for a woman on the executive team, one hot girl in the friend group, one woman who gets to be taken seriously if she has it, you don't. Her success feels like your failure. Her beauty feels like your inadequacy. Her confidence feels like a threat to your value. This is scarcity mentality. And it turns other women from allies into competitors. You can't genuinely celebrate her win because it highlights your lack. You can't be happy she got the promotion because that was supposed to be your spot. The cruelest part, this scarcity is artificial. It was created by systems that benefit from women fighting each other instead of challenging those systems. But knowing that intellectually doesn't stop the competitive feelings from arising. The subtle sabotage, female competition rarely looks like direct confrontation. It's subtle, deniable, wrapped in concern or humor. Let's name the behaviors nobody wants to admit they do. The backhanded compliment, "You're so brave to wear that." Translation, "I wouldn't be caught dead in that, and you shouldn't be either." The concerned question, "Are you okay? You look tired," said in front of others. Not genuine concern, a status play disguised as care. The strategic exclusion, not inviting her to the group chat, the dinner, the event she'll never know what she missed, but everyone else will know she wasn't included. The competitive mothering, judging formula versus breastfeeding, working moms versus stay-at-home moms, screen time, organic food, activities. Every choice becomes a referendum on whose parenting is superior. The tearing down, criticizing her looks, her choices, her relationships, but only when she's not there to your face. "I love her." You've done some of these, so have I. So has every woman reading this. Acknowledging it isn't about shame, it's about understanding why. The beauty hierarchy. Let's talk about the elephant in every room. Beauty competition. Women assess each other's attractiveness within seconds of meeting. Not because we're shallow, but because we've been taught that beauty is currency. The most valuable currency we have. An attractive woman enters the space and the energy shifts. Women become more self-conscious, more performative, more aware of their own perceived flaws. Because if she's a 10, what does that make you? This isn't vanity. This is survival math calculated by a brain that learned beauty equals value, safety, opportunity. In a world that judges women primarily on appearance, other women's beauty feels like direct competition for the limited resource of being enough. The tragedy is that we perpetuate this. We judge other women harshly on appearance while desperately seeking to be judged favorably ourselves. We critique her weight, her outfit, her aging, all while terrified of being judged on the exact same metrics the success penalty. Here's something fascinating and awful. Women face backlash from other women when they succeed. Studies show that when a woman achieves something significant, other women are more likely to criticize, minimize, or find flaws in her character. She got the promotion. She probably slept her way there. She lost weight. She's probably obsessed with herself now. She's confident. She's arrogant. She set boundaries. She's a bitch. This is called horizontal hostility. Oppressed groups turning on each other instead of challenging the system oppressing them. When you can't punch up at the power structure, you punch sideways at the women beside you. We tear down successful women because their success makes us confront our own fears of inadequacy. It's easier to find something wrong with her than to face why we're not where we want to be. The friendship paradox. Women crave deep female friendship. We need it for emotional survival, for validation, for understanding. But those same friendships can feel like walking through a minefield of competition and judgment. You share your success and wonder, is she genuinely happy for me or secretly comparing? You're vulnerable about your struggles and wonder, is this ammunition she'll use later? You achieve something and notice the subtle shift. Support tinged with envy. The most painful part is that these feelings coexist. You genuinely love your friend and feel competitive with her. You want her to succeed and feel threatened when she does. Both can be true simultaneously, and the guilt about those contradictory feelings makes everything worse. Breaking the cycle. This pattern will continue until women collectively decide to change it. Here's how. Name the feeling. When you feel competitive, envious, or threatened by another woman, acknowledge it internally. I'm feeling competitive right now. Not as shame, but as information. What is this telling you about your own insecurities or unmet needs? Separate her success from your failure. Her win is not your loss. There is enough success, beauty, value, and space for multiple women to thrive. Scarcity is a lie designed to keep you small and fighting the wrong enemy. Challenge the thought. When you catch yourself judging another woman, ask, would I judge a man this harshly for the same thing? Usually, the answer reveals the double standard you're perpetuating. Celebrate genuinely. Practice being happy for other women's wins, especially when it triggers your own insecurity. That's where the real growth happens. Your ability to celebrate her doesn't diminish you. It expands. You build alliances, not hierarchies. Stop ranking women. Stop assessing who's prettier, smarter, more successful. Start seeing other women as collaborators in a system that wants us competing instead of connecting. The truth we avoid. The patriarchy didn't invent female competition, but it weaponized it. As long as women are tearing each other down, we're not organizing, supporting each other, or challenging the systems that limit all of us. Every time you judge another woman harshly, you reinforce the same standards that judge you. Every time you compete instead of connect, you strengthen the scarcity mindset that keeps all women small. The war between women isn't natural or inevitable. It's learned. And what's learned can be unlearned. You will feel competitive with other women sometimes. That's human. The goal isn't to never feel it. It's to not let it control your behavior. To recognize the feeling, understand where it comes from, and choose connection over competition anyway. The woman you see as a threat might be your greatest ally if you let her. The success you envy might inspire your own growth if you stop seeing it as evidence of your inadequacy. The beauty you compare yourself to might coexist with your own if you stop believing there's only room for one. We can do better. We have to do better. Because the alternative, a lifetime of competing with the very people who should be in your corner, is exhausting for everyone.